my name's Sandy Friedrichsen. I'm the fire marshal with Windsor Severance Fire. We're here today at Chief Kris Kazian's house, our fire chief's house, to talk to you a little bit more about residential fire sprinklers. We wanted to show you an actual house that has them installed. So let's knock on the door and see if Chief's home. Hi, Chief.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
Good. We're wondering if we could take a look at your fire sprinklers in your home today.
Come on in. I'm glad you stopped by. Welcome to my home, and the fire sprinklers that we put into our house are an important part.
So once you decided you wanted to install sprinklers in your home, what was the process like? Was it a hard process, easy process, long?
I would say it wasn't hard. Working with my contractor who had not installed a residential sprinkler system before, we certainly used a licensed third-party contractor to do the installation, but they were not, my builder had not done a home with the sprinkler system, so they were interested to learn about how they work and what to do with them. A little bit of work with some permitting and going through our fire prevention to get plans approved and things like that, but I wouldn't say hard, no, not at all. Each of these sprinkler heads that you see in the home here have what's called an escutcheon plate. The escutcheon plate really in a residential setting is what makes them concealed and a little bit more attractive, I guess, or the cosmetic side of it. But behind that escutcheon plate is a sprinkler head. It looks just like this. And so when it sits up in the ceiling, it's like this, and there's a plate that you saw in the ceiling. And when there's a fire, that heats up to, I believe it's 155 degrees, and it drops out. And then when it drops, you'll see this head drop just like that. When that plunger comes down, water comes out, and that's what it does. Water goes down and hits this spray head here, and it diverts the water into a big fog pattern and puts out the fire. Some of you may be familiar with this type of design that looks like this, and inside here there's a little glass bulb, and the glass bulb looks the same, but instead of having these in your ceiling and seeing this, which is a little more commercial feeling, they created these residential sprinkler systems with the escutcheon plates. We chose to have ours custom colored so that they match the walls or the ceiling, and so that's something we did, again, to give it a little bit more inconspicuous look to our home. Added a little cost to the project. Otherwise they come in white, or maybe they have a standard gray or whatever. But and so now they're in our house, and when people walk through, they don't even know what they are. So, hey, what's that thing on your ceiling? It's our sprinkler system. Oh, like if there's a fire? Exactly, if there's a fire, and that's what they do now.
But if you burn toast, it won't set it off, correct?
Well, first of all, I'm a really good cook, and I would never burn toast. Well, maybe I have burnt some toast, that's a lie. I actually had a little flash fire on my stove not that long ago, and they didn't go off. It wasn't necessary. They did not heat up enough to create a situation where they would go off.
Is there a lot of maintenance with the system that you have here?
No, there's no maintenance. Annually, I need to have my third party come out, take a look. It's nice to let the fire department know I'm getting my system maintained. They make sure that the pump still works. They make sure that all the heads are looking good. There was no recalls on any of the equipment. Make sure the tank is full, things like that. But there's really not, there's an outside strobe and horn that's required, so when the fire department show up, we know and see that, we know there's a sprinkler activated, make sure that works and all that stuff. So very minimal annual maintenance.
Well, thank you very much, Chief, for letting us come into your beautiful home, and make sure you thank your family for letting us intrude in the middle of the day, and explaining about how your residential fire sprinklers are working in your home and why you made the wonderful decision to actually get them installed in your home. We definitely appreciate you doing that, and thank you again for letting us in.
Thank you. And to anyone out there watching today, I highly recommend you consider looking at sprinkler systems in your home, especially if you're building. There's retrofit options that are certainly available, but I sleep at night so much better knowing this. It is where we really need to be in taking care of and protecting our family and our property, and just making sure that we're safe. And so when I go to places that don't have sprinkler systems, I feel different, and so it's kind of like driving a car without a seatbelt. Just feels weird. It's not right. So I love having you guys at our house. I hope you all enjoyed getting to see the chief at his house, and And so we do appreciate sharing this opportunity, and I just believe in sprinkler systems, and I'm happy to see more and more people put them in because it's the right thing to do.